All right, today we are diving deep into a plant that's basically a legend, Moringa oleifera. It has this incredible reputation that goes back centuries, so let's get right into the science and see what makes it so special. First things first, this isn't some rare, hard-to-find plant. Moringa is a global survivor. It started out in the foothills of the Himalayas in India, but its amazing resilience means it is spread all across the tropical and subtropical parts of the world. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. And when a plant travels that far, it picks up a few nicknames. People call it the Drumstick Tree because of its long, skinny seed pods, and the Horseradish Tree because the roots have this really sharp, zesty flavor. But the one we're really interested in today, the Miracle Tree. So how on earth did it earn a name like that? Well, to understand that, we've got to go way back. We need to look at its history in traditional medicine, which is where this whole story really gets started. For literally thousands of years, ancient healing systems like Ayurveda in India have leaned heavily on moringa. And we're not just talking about the leaves. No, they use the whole shebang. The seeds, the roots, the bark, everything for a huge list of health issues. This is that ancient wisdom that got modern scientists thinking, maybe we should take a closer look. Okay, so what is actually in this plant that gives it this powerhouse reputation? Let's pop the hood and break down the nutritional facts. Now, when you look at the numbers for the pod powder, a couple of things jump out. The protein is impressive, close to 20 grams. The potassium is huge, but there is one number on here that is just staggering. Yep, you're seeing that right. Almost 49 grams of dietary fiber. Now, to put that into perspective, for a lot of adults, that's nearly double the recommended daily amount, all packed into just 100 grams. That is an absolute titan for digestive health. And this is probably how you've seen it, right? This bright green leaf powder. It's super versatile, which is why you see it everywhere, in supplements, tossed into smoothies, mixed into all kinds of foods to give them a serious nutritional kick. But here's the kicker about its protein. It's not just about the amount, it's about the quality. Moringa has all 9 essential amino acids. Those are the ones our bodies can't make themselves. That makes it a complete protein, which, let me tell you, is incredibly rare to find in a single plant. Okay, so we know what's in it. Now for the really big question, what can it actually do in our bodies? Let's see what modern science has to say, and we'll start with our bones. You know, one of the biggest challenges to keeping our bones strong, especially as we get older, is osteoporosis. And it's often tied to this low-grade chronic inflammation that messes with our body's ability to rebuild bone. So researchers asked a really smart question: could a plant like moringa step in and help fix that balance? So to figure this out, they set up this really neat experiment. They took fresh moringa pods, processed them down into the super concentrated extract, and then they introduced that extract directly to human bone cells in a petri dish. They wanted to see exactly what would happen at the cellular level. And whoa, the results were pretty striking. Okay, look at the charts on the left. Those tall bars represent inflammation. See how they get shorter and shorter as more moringa extract is added? That's inflammation going way down. Now, at the exact same time, look at the chart on the right. That measures calcium production, a huge sign of new bone being built. And those bars just keep getting taller with more moringa. It's like this amazing 1-2 punch. It calms the bad stuff and boosts the good stuff. So, to put it really simply, the moringa extract wasn't just putting out the inflammatory fire that was stressing out the bone cells, it was actively helping those cells get back to their most important job, building strong bones. The scientists who ran the study summed it up perfectly. They said their findings suggest this extract could be a real tool in helping to protect our bones from the kind of damage that inflammation can cause. But the potential benefits don't stop with our skeleton. Let's shift gears and look at how moringa's unique chemistry might also give our heart and cardiovascular system a helping hand. See, moringa is just loaded with these things called bioactive compounds. You can think of them as the plant's special forces, the little molecules that do all the heavy lifting. We're talking about flavonoids, phenolic acids, and a bunch of others. Let's just zoom in on one of them for a second. Quercetin. It's a superstar antioxidant found in moringa. So why does it matter? Well, studies suggest it can block an enzyme called ACE. Now, you can think of the ACE enzyme as something that squeezes your blood vessels tighter, which, as you can guess, makes your blood pressure go up. Quercetin basically gets in the way and tells that enzyme to just relax, helping the blood vessels open up. And it's not just about blood pressure. The The research points to a whole bunch of other potential wins for your heart. Things like helping to lower the bad LDL cholesterol, maybe even raising the good HDL cholesterol, and bringing down triglycerides. It's a pretty compelling picture. So let's bring this all full circle. We've gone from the traditions of the past to the high-tech lab, and now let's bring it right back home to the kitchen and see how this all plays out on the dinner plate. Because in so many parts of the world, moringa isn't some weird supplement. It's just food. This dish here is called thoran. It's a fantastic stir-fry from South Asia made with fresh moringa leaves, coconut, and spices. It looks absolutely delicious, right? And here's another great example. People will just wilt the fresh leaves right into a pot of lentil soup, like dal. It's such a simple way to cram a ton of extra nutrition into a meal that's already really good for you. It just shows how seamlessly it fits into an everyday diet. And that's really the core of the whole moringa story, isn't it? You have this plant that for centuries has been called a miracle tree based on tradition and observation. And now modern science is getting into the lab and starting to show us why. From its insane nutritional profile, right down to how it works with ourselves. It really leaves you with a pretty cool thought to chew on. As science continues to unlock the secrets hidden inside plants like moringa, it really makes you wonder, could the most powerful pharmacy of the future not be in a sterile lab, but growing right outside in a garden? Thanks for watching.